Hello everyone, welcome to Kansas Future. Let me tell you something, folks. I'm not sure what you are watching, but if you think the Kansas City Chiefs are anywhere close to playing their best football yet, you're not paying attention. We all know what this team is capable of, right? But what's truly frightening is that we're only now starting to see this engine firing on all cylinders, and that spells serious trouble for the rest of the league. You know who's about to be really dangerous come playoff time? That's right, Patrick Mahomes and his crew. They're getting better, folks, and trust me, it's only a matter of time before everyone starts regretting it. I've got to say, that 30-27 win over the Carolina Panthers wasn't just a win, it was a statement. The Chiefs, coming off a loss to the Buffalo Bills, showed resilience, showed heart, and showed why they're the team to fear in the AFC. It wasn't a blowout, and it didn't need to be. Patrick Mahomes doesn't have to hang 40 points on you every week to prove he's one of the best to ever do it. He just needs a chance, and that chance came in crunch time. Mahomes, the three-time Super Bowl champion, delivered yet again. He does it every year in every big moment, and this was no different. But we have to talk about what's been going on with this offense all season. Injuries, injuries, injuries. It's been a battle for them to click the way they want to, and I get it. Injuries don't care who you are. But even with that, this Chiefs team has been quietly solid. And here's the thing. They're just now starting to click. I'm talking about clicking in a way that's going to give defensive coordinators nightmares. Why now, in Week 13? Because that's how long it took to get the right reps. Mahomes says it himself, live game reps are the key. You think these guys are just magically good out there? No, it doesn't work like that. You don't just roll out of bed, get handed a football, and start lighting it up with your receiving core. No, it's all about reps, getting on the same page, building that rhythm, and understanding how each player moves and reacts in real-time situations. That's the problem the Chiefs had earlier in the season. Sure, you had Juju Smith-Schuster, but he wasn't quite ready yet. And don't get me started on DeAndre Hopkins. He's been improving week by week, but it took some time. But let's be honest, folks. You can't look at this roster and ignore what's happening. Juju Smith-Schuster is back. Hopkins is starting to find his rhythm. And we're talking about a whole team of weapons here. A dangerous team of weapons. It's not just Mahomes anymore. It's about having guys who can make plays when the pressure's on. You've got Isaiah Pacheco coming back. You've got Travis Kelce doing what he does best. And you've got guys like Noah Gray and Justin Watson, players who aren't afraid to step up. And let's not forget about Hopkins and Mecole Hardman. The list goes on. It's clear the Chiefs have a deadly array of options every single week. But what really stands out is how that talent is finally starting to gel. And you know who deserves credit for that? Patrick Mahomes. Look, I've said it before and I'll say it again. He is the driving force behind all of it. When you have a quarterback who can lead a unit to greatness, you've got something special. But when you have a quarterback who gets better as the season goes on, that's when you should really start worrying. You're seeing it now. Mahomes has made it clear that the more reps he gets with these guys, the better they'll be. And the better they get, the more dangerous they become. For the rest of the league, that's a terrifying thought. Let's be clear. The Chiefs are 10-1 for a reason. They're not perfect, but they don't need to be. They've got the pieces, they've got the chemistry, and they've got the best quarterback in the business. If that wasn't enough, they're still getting better week after week. I don't know about you, but that sounds like the makings of a championship team to me. And while we're on the subject, let's not forget what this means for the AFC. The Chiefs are just one game behind the league-leading teams, and they're only going to get stronger. Think about it, Isaiah Pacheco is about to come back. You think Mahomes is done cooking up schemes for him? Think again. This is a team primed and ready to make another playoff push. And if you ask me, they're just getting started. When you're a team like the Chiefs with explosive talent all over the field, you want to make sure you're firing on all cylinders at the right time. And guess what? That time is coming. Mahomes is getting better. This offense is getting better. Every team in the AFC should be on high alert. The Chiefs are coming, and they're coming for blood. Now let's talk about what happens when everything starts to come together. You're looking at a situation where the Chiefs, already one of the NFL's top teams, are firing on all cylinders at the right time. And if you don't think that's dangerous, you're simply not paying attention. I'm talking about a juggernaut that's just now figuring things out offensively. This is a team ready to take over. And trust me, when it clicks, it clicks. Right now, it's clicking big time. Let's break it down. We're all familiar with Mahomes, three-time Super Bowl champ, MVP, and clutch performer year after year. But what you're seeing now is that extra layer to his game. the way he's building chemistry with his receivers. It's not just about getting the job done in the moment, it's about knowing where and when those guys will be. That's how you get dangerous. The Chiefs' offense was never about having just one weapon. It's about the collective strength of the team. You want to beat the Chiefs? Good luck. You've got to deal with Travis Kelce, who seems to be aging like fine wine. You've got DeAndre Hopkins, a future Hall of Famer, who's only getting better with each game. Juju Smith-Schuster is back and proving he's as dangerous as any receiver in the game when he's healthy. And let's not forget Mecole Hardman, a game changer in his own right. Oh, and don't overlook the running backs. Pacheco is back and Kareem Hunt is in the mix too. You want to talk about a complete offense? The Chiefs have it all: power, speed, and, most importantly, depth. But what truly sets this team apart is their mentality. Patrick Mahomes never feels like he's arrived. Despite already winning 3 Super Bowls, he's not satisfied, not even close. He wants more, and he knows the only way to get there is to keep pushing and improving. He's been vocal about it. This is a team working through its issues and peaking at just the right time. If you've been paying attention, you know the Chiefs' offense hasn't exactly been smooth sailing since week 1. Injuries have plagued them. Juju Smith-Schuster and DeAndre Hopkins were banged up early in the season. But while everyone else was counting them out, they were quietly working behind the scenes to get better. And now, it's all starting to come together. We've seen this before with the Chiefs. They overcome adversity. They always do. But now it's all clicking. This offense, this team, is a force. And it's not just about raw talent, it's about the chemistry they've built. You can have the best players in the world, but without connection and unity, it doesn't matter. When those pieces fall into place, though, you're looking at a team that could run the table come playoff time. And I'm not just talking about winning a few games, I'm talking about dominating. So, for the rest of the NFL, it's simple. Watch out. The Chiefs aren't just sitting pretty with their 10-1 record, they're getting better. And trust me, that's not something you want rolling into your town in January. If I were you, I'd be getting ready for a fight. The Chiefs aren't just a team on the rise, they're a team with a mission. That mission? To remind the league that no one, and I mean no one, is safe when Mahomes and company are heading into the playoffs. As we move toward the postseason, remember this: the Chiefs are going to keep improving. By the time the playoffs roll around, the rest of the AFC is going to have one hell of a challenge on their hands. Right now, there's no team in the league more dangerous than the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs Kingdom. For all the latest updates and to stay on top of every big play, hit like, subscribe, and tap the video showing up on your screen. Let's keep the momentum going. As the Kansas City Chiefs prepare for a crucial game against the Las Vegas Raiders, there's more than just strategy at play. It's also a battle of appetites. With Thanksgiving feasts on the horizon, head coach Andy Reid has offered some unconventional wisdom to his players that might just keep them in peak form. What's his secret to curbing those holiday cravings? Stick around as we dive into the hilarious advice Travis Kelce shared from his coach that might change how you think about holiday leftovers. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button to stay updated on all things Chiefs. When Andy Reid, the renowned burger enthusiast and head coach of the Kansas City Chiefs, offers food advice, you know it's worth listening to. With the Chiefs gearing up to face the Las Vegas Raiders on Black Friday, Reid shared some valuable words about managing holiday feasting. Thanksgiving usually means tables overflowing with turkey, mashed potatoes, and desserts galore. But for NFL players, it's about balancing indulgence with performance. On a recent episode of New Heights, star tight end Travis Kelce talked about the challenge of enjoying Thanksgiving without overdoing it, especially with a big game the next day. He humorously recounted Reid's advice. Make sure you push away from the table more than you pull in. It's a playful yet poignant reminder that while the temptation to indulge is strong, staying focused is crucial, especially at this point in the season. A big game on the horizon. As the Chiefs sit at a solid 10-1, the pressure is on to perform better against the Raiders than they did last Christmas when they suffered a disappointing loss. This matchup is critical, not just for the standings, but also for the morale of the team and its fans. With kickoff set for 3:00 p.m. ET at Arrowhead Stadium, the excitement is palpable. You can bet that the players will be thinking as much about their post-game meals as they are about their game strategy. Reid's guidance: discipline or sacrifice. Coach Reid's advice highlights the discipline required for a championship-caliber team, but it's also a reminder of the personal sacrifices these players make for the love of the game. Striking a balance between enjoying life and staying competitive is no easy feat. This brings up an interesting question. Is it worth skipping out on amazing food for the sake of peak performance? And guys, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment. See you in the next video.